In this video, I'm going to teach you how to start affiliate marketing in 2023 step by step for beginners. This is going to be a really simple, easy to follow tutorial, and I'm going to break down affiliate marketing as simply as I possibly can. If you're new to my channel, my name is ODI Productions, and I've been doing affiliate marketing for almost 10 years, and I've been teaching affiliate marketing on YouTube since 2017. Since then, I've taught thousands of students and created videos just like this that have reached millions of views. So if you're a beginner who's feeling confused or lost or don't know where to start, I guarantee this video will put you in the right direction by the end of the video. Affiliate marketing is more popular than ever in 2023, and there's never been a better time to start thanks to all the software, tools, and technology we have today. One cool thing about this tutorial in particular is I'm actually going to be making a real affiliate marketing business that I'm going to do as a side project for 2023. I plan to work on this side project in my free time throughout this year and hope to grow to a full-time income. So if you want to see the behind the scenes on how an expert create an affiliate business from scratch, make sure you hit the like button, comment below, and I'll try to make more frequent updates, taking you guys behind the scenes and showing you the ropes. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. So to give you an overview of today's video, this is actually going to be a shortened version of a longer 6-hour free training that I have on my website. And you can actually see right here the different modules. I broke it down into 5 different phases where we have pre-revenue for people who have never made an affiliate marketing sale in their life, exactly what to focus on. And you can see here we have cool things like a list of 22 high-ticket affiliate marketing niches. Basically, you can check that out by going to my website, odiproductions.com, click this Get Free Course button, put in your info. The first email that you receive is going to have a link to sign up for this free course. You can sign up for it, access it on Teachable, and you will have access to all these modules. It is over 6 hours worth of video that I was not going to upload on YouTube. It was just far too long, and so you can check that out today. But in this video, I'm just going to give you the highlights, and we're just going to run through everything, the most important things you need to know, and I'll try to get this done within half an hour or less. All right, so now let's really get to step number 1, which is going to be choosing a niche. They say that the riches are in the niches, and I happen to believe in that, and I actually have this list of 22 high-ticket affiliate marketing niches here in the program. All right, for the sake of time, I'm not going to be going over all of these niches. I'm just going to be listing out half of them to give you some inspiration. But if you want to get my thoughts on each of these niches, then you can check out the video here. It's half an hour long and it goes into every single one and just basically my 2 cents based on my experience or my friend's experience with these niches. But some of them are finance, make money online, health and fitness, survival and hunting, dating, relationships, travel, security, business software, websites, office equipment. Now, speaking of office equipment, that is actually going to be the niche for my side hustle that I'm going to be creating in this video. So I am working on a website called qualityofplay.com. I have been obsessed with office gear and gaming peripherals for pretty much the last 2 years, but I've been working from home for over 6+ years. So I've tried out a lot of different setups, different recording, webcam filming, audio setups. I used to review headphones for a living when I created recordingnow.com. That was my first affiliate marketing business that I grew to a full-time income with video reviews, receiving hundreds of thousands of views and generating thousands of dollars per month in affiliate commissions. So lately, as you can see, my obsession has taken me to all these gaming peripherals, like different gaming mice, and there's so many for 2023 that I really want to review these things and I want to help people out. I also just started playing Valorant. I've been testing out all this different gear and I've been learning a lot. So I want to share those thoughts in a website. I also want to get back to recording things like headphones. I've continued to buy headphones. I just stopped reviewing them because once I created affiliate websites that, were generating 10 times more with the same amount of energy back then I quit Recording Now cold turkey. But now that I have a little bit more free time, I do want to just jump back into this as a passion project of mine. And who knows, maybe we can grow it into something cool and I can show you guys, firsthand what a real affiliate marketing business looks like from the ground up. All right, so you can see here the second page of those high ticket affiliate marketing niches. Now, I'm just going to give you my 2 cents and my advice on choosing your first niche or your second or third niche. So when it comes to your affiliate marketing business, if this is your first one ever, don't focus too much on trying to hit a home run. Honestly, statistically, if you're a beginner and you don't have the skills and this is really like your first rodeo. It's probably not going to be a home run. You're probably going to just use the first 9 to 12 months to just learn. That said, I would literally just choose any one of these niches because, first of all of the ones on this list are profitable, but your ability to compete in the higher profitability niches, let's say something like finance, it's going to require a lot of skills, and it's also going to require some level of credibility. That said, you can see there's some fun niches here like golf and cars where you don't have to be like the world's expert and you can still provide a lot of value. I have a friend who is making full-time income from affiliate marketing, and they mostly focus on car related content, specifically in the BMW world, and also when it comes to detailing and cleaning cars. So to sum things up, the niche is going to be very personal. I tend to recommend for the first one, again, it's just a learning experience because once we know how to build an affiliate marketing business, you can build a second, third, fourth business the same way you did the first one, but you can probably do it 10 times as fast the next time around. So I tend to recommend to beginners to just choose something that you're passionate about because it's something I want you to stick with for the next 9 to 12 months while you're learning. And it has to be something that you're willing to bear in terms of you're not going to get burnt out after writing like 2 articles about a subject that is profitable, but you know like nothing about, or it's just so boring to you that you just lose motivation. If it's something that you really are passionate about. So for me, I was like really getting into mechanical keyboards, and this is something that I spent hundreds of dollars on. I spent so many hours researching, and it's something that honestly I would talk about for free with anyone who is like willing to listen. And I'm sure that many of us have hobbies and different things like this where we're willing to do it for free. So that's what I recommend for your first business is don't aim to try and become a millionaire. Basically aim to learn the foundation and learn the basics. And then with your second or your third try, that's when you actually go for the money. I know what you're thinking. You're watching this video. You're like, look, I don't care about passions and hobbies or whatever. I just want to make money. And I'm telling you, it's a bit counterintuitive, but it's really important that you learn the process first before you jump into these more competitive niches because it is very, very competitive. And if you don't have the skills, you are going to get so discouraged because you're going to get 0 sales. You're not going to be able to get anywhere close to ranking on page 1 or just competing with any of the big dogs, so to speak. And so that's why I recommend you start with kind of like a low risk, kind of low effort, but maybe there's some upside with some of these smaller niches, or again, something that you would just be willing to talk about for free. Now, one of the most popular questions I get around this stage is, do you need to own the products? Do you need to have the products in hand? So I do want to speak on this. The optimal play here, and ideally you have these products. And if it's something that you're passionate about, you probably already have those products lying around, but you can get creative. You can buy products refurbished. You can buy them renewed on Amazon. You can buy them secondhand on eBay. You can also sell products secondhand on eBay. You can recoup some of your investment. At the end of the day, it is an investment. So for me, I started with very, very cheap gear that I already owned. So with recording now, I had like a pair of headphones that was like less than $50. So what did I do? I made a video review on it and I titled it Best Headphones Under $50. Based on my research, based on my testing, those were the headphones. I still have those headphones today. And when I was able to get affiliate sales, and even like my first ones in the early days, I was able to take that money and I was able to reinvest to buy more and more expensive or popular equipment that people would like to get a review on. And thus I could get more sales and then expand my catalog of content. Now, at the end of the day, this is a business. So investing money should not be sort of like a strange concept to you, but it is a business that you can have pretty low overhead because aside from the cost of perhaps the products and maybe some filming equipment or web hosting, I mean, this is a really, really inexpensive business to try. It's very low risk, low overhead. And the upside is really however, as far as you want to take it, you can make millions of dollars with this low overhead business model. And that's why I personally love it. I think it provides the most time, location, and financial freedom for me and for my lifestyle goals. Now, one more tip on the financial side of things. I think the best position to be in when you're creating a affiliate marketing business is actually when you have a full-time job, because when you have a full-time salary, you do have some kind of disposable income that you can invest into your business to help it grow faster, whether that means buying better equipment, whether that means buying products to review. You can basically take that money and you can invest it and funnel it into your business so that you can grow faster rather than having to wait. The ideal affiliate business, you really do have the products in hands. Now, some of these niches are not actually physical products, they're digital products. So, these include things like software, which you can easily have in hand through things like a free trial or even just using the software for like 1 month. I mean, that's basically owning the product. Whereas some of these products, they can be quite pricey and expensive. I understand that it is cost prohibitive for a lot of people to just jump into some of these things, especially if we talk about a niche like golf, where you can't just go out and buy some of these drivers that cost $400, $500. I totally understand that. So again, it's about being creative and it's about finding ways. And so for example, like I don't actually own this mouse. This mouse actually was reselling it aftermarket for like over $300. This is actually a friend of mine's mouse who I was able to borrow from and do a review with. Obviously that was like pretty lucky, but again, if you're already passionate about something and you have this sort of shared interest or hobby, maybe some other people who they'd be willing to, lend products or help you create content. All right, after you've selected your niche for step 1, we're moving on to step number 2, and this is going to be building a platform. In order to create an affiliate marketing business, you need to have a platform. Now, a lot of people at this stage think you need to have hundreds of thousands of followers to do affiliate marketing, and that is simply not true. The first point I want to make is that nobody starts with hundreds of thousands of followers. Everybody has to start from zero, no matter what platform you use. I had to start from zero. Please follow my Instagram. Please give me more followers. I only have 61. The exact same way, the YouTube channel that you see in front of you today had to start with 0 subscribers. And the best way to be discovered is through SEO or search engine optimization. But that's something that I'll go deeper into later in this video and also in the free training as well. That said, the 3 platforms we're going to talk about today are a website, a YouTube channel, and TikTok. Now for qualityofplay.com, I actually do plan to use all 3 of these platforms. But if you're a beginner, and many beginners I know who are interested in affiliate marketing, they actually want to start off in like a very anonymous way. They don't want to be doing videos on camera. They don't want to be an influencer. They don't want to be famous. And I totally understand that because that's exactly how I started with recording now. I actually recorded all of my content without using my face. I was never on camera, and I just basically did voiceovers like this, and I had my hands, showcasing the product basically. You'll see a lot of videos like this even today for people who are reviewing things like gaming mice and other peripherals. So essentially, the website's my number 1 recommendation because the first thing is, for most affiliate programs and networks, the number 1 thing they're going to ask you that's a requirement is, what is your website? So if you don't have a website, you're just out of the game. You won't even be able to apply, you won't get accepted, and you won't get any affiliate links, and thus you can't even start your affiliate marketing business. So I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to create the website for Quality of Play. We're going to do it together. I'm going to make a logo for free using Canva, and I promise you it's going to be painless. If you've never created a website before, it's never been easier than 2023. Just consider yourself lucky if you're getting started today. So for the other 2 platforms, which I'm not going to go into too much depth in this video, but perhaps in a later video if you guys want to see that, is I'm going to set up a YouTube channel just like I did for my current channel that you're watching right now, but I'm going to start it from scratch. And I'm also going to start experimenting with TikTok, which is something that I actually am not quite an expert just yet. So that's something that I'm looking to experiment with and share some of my findings and my learnings with you as well. All right, so the first step to creating any website, and an exciting one for me, is purchasing a domain. So domains are going to be like your .com, your .org, and typically they only cost roughly around $12 per year. So that's like $1 per month. They can be really cheap. And if there's certain sales going on, they can be as low as like $1 for the first year. So GoDaddy.com is my recommendation. It's a very popular domain registrar. Now, the reason I recommend to buy your domain on a registrar as opposed to a web hosting company is because it's easier to manage your domain if you want to transfer from one web hosting company or one website building platform to another, and it's not basically held hostage by your web hosting company, which can be kind of difficult to deal with. So for me, when I was purchasing my domain, basically I was searching it up right here, just like I'm doing now, qualityofplay.com, and then you search. So as you can see here, it is taken. It's actually taken by me because I purchased it. And you can see that there are other recommendations. Now, when it comes to these recommendations, there's actually a short list of domain extensions that I recommend. And the only ones that I would really support are purchasing something like a .co, a .org, maybe a .net, and maybe a .io. But at the end of the day, the .com is going to be number 1. It is your top option for branding. I would say .co is like a decently close second, and then .org and possibly .net or .io, but me personally, I'd really rather stick with .com, .co. If you can, those are going to be the most premium. And yeah, all you have to do is go and purchase it. So to just give you like a better example of like what the price would be, if I just did this, which has to exist. Okay, good. You can see it's only 1 cent for the first year if you do a 2-year registration, but usually it is like $19.99. I believe that's for the year. So basically for 2 years, you can get it for about 20 bucks. That's about $10 per year. Again, like $1 per month to own a .com on the internet. I have dozens of domains myself. A lot of them are not really being used, but for the most part, it's usually the first step when you have a new idea is to go out and purchase a domain name, and then we can connect it to our website. All right, so now we're moving on to the actual website building process. Now, this usually used to take hours to just get set up, and it used to be such a pain and frustration for a lot of beginners. I've actually helped thousands of people to create a website online using platforms like WordPress. But today, my website builder of choice, especially for affiliate websites to get started in seconds, is JetPage. You can check out my link below, but I'm literally going to walk through this in the next couple minutes, and you're going to see how easy it is to set up an affiliate website with JetPage. All I have to do is go to jetpage.co, click this try for free. You can choose a color scheme here. You can customize one. I'm going to do this later. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this sign up right here, and then I can change these things later once I've already registered or logged in. So to speed things up, all I did was add my website name, and I added a free subdomain, which I am going to replace with my custom domain from GoDaddy. And I am going to also replace this with my logo that I'm going to create with you live for free on Canva. So all I have to do now is register an account, and I can sign up with Google to make it really fast, or I can also do email and password. I prefer to do the sign up with Google method because it is a little bit more secure. All right, so here I am in my JetPage dashboard. I've actually already connected my domain before, but it's really easy. All you have to do is go here, go to the domain, you do a couple steps, and it gets connected within a day. So it's pretty easy. And so right now you can see my website. It's just the default. I haven't done anything. I changed the colors, but I haven't updated anything. I can super easily do this by going to edit site, and I can easily edit my header and tagline. So I can do some cool stuff here. I can access these royalty-free images, and I can just search them up. So let's find a pretty cool one. I mean, this one's pretty nice, pretty colorful. I can always take pictures of my actual mechanical keyboards as well, which I will add eventually. But right now we're just kind of speed running through this for your workspace. So I'm just going to hit save changes there, and then we're going to work on our logo, and I'm going to make one for free. I used to hire people on sites like Fiverr, which you can still do, and it's still relatively cheap, you know, maybe cost you $10, but I'm actually going to make one for free, show you how easy it is on Canva. All right, so you can see the update here. Look how fast that was. I was able to put that pretty keyboard in the background, and I was able to update the language on my home page. But let's jump into creating a logo on Canva together. All right, so I'm literally on just the free version of Canva. I'll have a link in the description below. But basically, Canva is a tool where you can make all of these graphics for free. And it's basically like a simpler version of Photoshop that you can do in the cloud. So all we're going to do here is we're just search logo, and we're just going to make a logo for our website together. So I'm going to choose this logo, and I'm actually going to make mine really simple. And basically, you're going to just choose one of these. All right, so this one looks pretty cool right here, and it is free, so I can just customize this template really easily. All I click there is customize. So for me, my brand is quality of play, so I'm just going to type that in, and I'm probably going to have to play a little bit around with this right here. So what I'm going to do is, because mine is 3 words, I'm actually going to just alternate right here. And because I know that the dimensions for JetPage logos is a horizontal logo, I'm actually going to try to crop this a little bit better so that it fits. So you can try out different logos here. Ooh, I kind of like this one right here. Which one was that? Telegraph. And one thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to make this a transparent logo. So as you can see here, I've got nothing, and I want to see if I can try and just do this as an alpha layer. All right, so unfortunately, in order to do the transparent background, which is what I actually want to do to get the best sort of look and blending in with my background, is you do have to have a pro account. Now, I do actually have a pro Canva account. It's something that you don't need for the most part. So because I can't do the transparent background, I'm actually going to change this font color to black for both of these. And then I'm going to export this as is, and I'm simply just going to crop it on my computer. All right, so you can see this is on my computer. What I'm gonna do to get this to fit on JetPage a lot better is I'm just gonna crop out all of this empty space and try to make it as horizontal logo as possible, because this is what works on the default layout. So I'm gonna go back here. All I have to do is go into site logo. I can literally drag and drop, and you can see I have my logo right there. I don't know if this is gonna fit great with my current template, but we're just gonna save the changes and then we're gonna take a look and see. All right, so as you can see here, we now have our logo, which we just made. It doesn't look great because we weren't able to do transparent. One thing I could do if I want to get it to blend just for the time being, you can see your top menu is white. I changed the font color because if it was white, you can't see the top menu items anymore. So I turned that to black. I confirmed that. I saved those changes. And now when you look at the website, voila, look at that. That looks awesome for how many seconds we just spent making this logo for free. And then we also just changed our logo. Again, I would do a transparent background so I can use this logo with any color I want. And I'll probably do that after this video. But for now, you can see how awesome that this looks for doing like barely any work, and we're just getting started. So real quick, if you want to make content, I like to start with creating maybe some pages. You can easily create like an about us. And again, you can use this royalty-free image library. So I can do this to get some stock photos, but I would also like to create some photos or take some photos myself and upload them as well. But if you're in a hurry or if you don't have any photos, you can use all those royalty-free images. And then here, I'm just gonna write a quick on the market. So just a quick thing right here. Basically, I'm going to publish this about us. I'm going to add it to our top menu just to give our website a little bit more of like a finished and developed look. So I'll go into menu right here. I just created that about us. I'm adding it here. I'm actually going to reorder it, put it next to home, confirm, save changes. After it saves, I can just refresh my website. You can see my beautiful about us right here. I click it, you can see it has that image I have and what I wrote here, and just look how easy that is. And yeah, I mean, for just a few seconds or minutes of work, we're able to set up something pretty cool. And again, I got to make this logo for free. I can edit it for free. I realized that the of is kind of like not centered correctly. Okay, that's a little better. I'm going to re-export this, re-upload this, make this just a little bit nicer to look at. Crop this, save this. I'm going to re-upload this. There we go. I am going to replace that logo, and I'm going to just simply swap that out, save the changes, and then wait for it to update on my website when you're viewing it. All right, so one last look, you see this out of alignment of right here in the middle, and my OCD was kind of getting to me. If we refresh this, we should see the new logo. And there we go. That looks a lot better. What do you guys think? I mean, for doing this on the fly without any rehearsal, I think this is starting to look pretty awesome, and you know, we're just getting started. Surprisingly, I'm really digging this pink, black, and white colorway. I really didn't think that this would work, but I'm liking it so far. So let me know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty tight. All right, so now we're moving on to keyword research. So this is the next step. Once you have your website set up, we need to fill it up with content. Now, our goal is to get to 50 posts or 50 pieces of content published if you have a website or a blog, and we're trying to accomplish that within 1 calendar year. So that's roughly 1 post per week. We'd love to see this filled with blog posts, and 50 posts is the goal that we're setting because this SEO expert from Google said that 30 posts is not enough to be considered authoritative. So realistically, 50 plus is a good milestone to aim for, and 50 posts is around the amount of posts I've seen niche sites just like this tend to start to take off in terms of their organic traffic. Once they get, I'd say around 40 to 50 posts is when they start to see that initial traction. Now, if you have below that number of posts, then you probably aren't going to be getting a ton of organic traffic, at least not in the very beginning. So I think it's really important to publish as much content as possible. So I'm going to show you 2 free tools right now to get ideas to how you can get that list of 50 keywords that you're going to be creating content about. Now, if you're using YouTube, if you're using TikTok, it's going to be different. 50 videos is a lot harder to make than 50 blog posts, and with TikTok 50 short form videos is a lot easier than any of the above. So with YouTube, I would aim to try and do 1 to 2 videos per month. If you can, 1 a week would be amazing, but YouTube videos are very hard to create, they have higher production value. And then with TikTok, I would aim to make 1 to 2 videos per week because it's short form content, it's pretty easy to do. Now, so to go to these free tools, so basically I can look up something like Gaming Mice, and depending on your platform, you also want to basically tailor this to either be YouTube search or be web search. Since we're doing a blog, we're going to do web search with the default, 12 months. And as you can see here, really popping in November, late November, Black Friday, basically. And you can see it's kind of tapered down a little bit, but it's still pretty popular, at least if you're in this niche. Now, it's funny, you can see some rising breakout terms like the Razer Viper V2 Pro. You can see breakout terms if you set this to rising, which is the default. And I think that's pretty cool because you get to see what is the hottest terms that are being searched up right now, such as best gaming mouse 2022, best gaming mice 2022. So that's, a little bit of a nuance between these two. It's the same word, but it's like the plural versus the singular. You have Zowie mouse, and you can see more queries here. Logitech G Pro Superlight, that's the mouse I'm using right now to record this video. Final mouse, great. So you guys can see why I'm getting into this niche, right? But basically, if you set it to top, which I actually prefer to do for the most part, and you can actually see what are the sort of all-time terms that people are searching up, such as best gaming mice, best mice, gaming mouse, Logitech mice, Logitech gaming, wireless gaming mice, Razer mice, best gaming mice. And sometimes you're going to see like a lot of very similar terms, and you could probably make one piece of content that kind of encapsulate, but sometimes you do want to see if there's any sort of small differences between these terms. These are very general for the most part, but they will give you a lot of ideas for free. And you don't have to pay, like, let's say $100 a month for something like Ahrefs, which is what I actually use. But you can use this to just get a lot of ideas and signals for free, because what you could do also is you can compare terms. So let's just say I want to do Logitech G Pro Superlight. So I'm going to choose that, and I'm going to compare it against the Razer Viper. And what's cool from this, you can see the relative popularity of these terms on something like web search. And then you can also do it for things like YouTube. So if you're making YouTube content, this would be useful because you can see what are the things people are looking up. And what's interesting, aside from using a free tool like this, and then here's another free tool. So this is answerthepublic.com, and you can basically search up any sort of terms. And I just looked up gaming mice, and you can see here a bunch of questions and queries that people are actually searching up, just different types of questions that can give you ideas for content. All right, so another simple way to get ideas for keywords is you can literally just use Google search or YouTube search. And what you can do is you can basically search up the term, and then you can see what are the auto suggestions here, and it will give you a sense of what people are searching up in relation to like your core term. And you can also scroll down to the bottom here. You're going to have these related searches, and again, it's pretty much the same as what's being suggested here. These related searches will give you an idea of what people are looking up. So if I do versus, then you can see at a glance what are people comparing this specific model to. And as you can see, what I was like searching up earlier was the Logitech G Pro Superlight versus Razer Viper V2 Pro, but then you can see versus another Logitech mouse, a G305, a G Pro. And yeah, basically this gives you a lot of ideas. You can do the exact same thing with YouTube, and YouTube might even be better because you can see really, like, for example, review. Review is obviously a really great one for affiliates, but you can also see maybe people are looking this up for CSGO to see what pros are using it, to see some gameplay of playing CS while using the mouse. Setup versus Razer Viper Ultimate, Fortnite, Valorant, my game of choice currently, and then you can see things like grip tape. So accessories, maybe you want to make content on what's the best grip tape you can buy to add to modify your mouse. Now, one free extension you can get is called Keyword Surfer, and this will give you a little bit more insight into these terms because it can give you something like SEO difficulty. Typically, SEO or keyword difficulty is something that only the expensive SEO softwares like Ahrefs, people pay $99 a month to use. And this actually is useful because my recommendation is you try and look for low difficulty keywords when you're starting out. In your list of 50, I think ideally you try and aim for scores of 20 or 30 and below especially as a beginner. Ideally 20 or below on something like Ahrefs, that would be green, keyword difficulty, and relatively easy to rank for despite being a brand new website or domain. And yeah, so basically you can get a little bit more insights onto how difficult it would be to compete for certain terms using these free tools. Again, because you're not using something like the expensive Ahrefs or SEMrush, you're going to have to kind of just connect all of this information together, and you're going to have to kind of take some guesses. Even when you use expensive software like Ahrefs, they don't have very like specific numbers on volume. They just give you like a ballpark estimate, and honestly it's not even like that accurate if you ask me. So at the end of the day, the only way to actually know whether something is going to have enough volume is to create content and just to see what the response is like. Because in addition to that, it's not only what is getting lots of volume, but the things you can compete for. Because it doesn't make sense if something has a ton of volume, but it's extremely competitive as like a 90+ keyword difficulty, and you're not going to be able to get anywhere near the first page. It doesn't matter if it has a lot of volume. So at the end of the day, as a beginner, you're looking for opportunities for brand new domains that can easily compete, even if you are a brand new website or channel. Now, going back to YouTube here, you can also use this by looking at something like the views, because the views will tell you just how much volume there is for certain keywords. But in addition to that, if you're looking for something that has like much less views, so this will probably have less views compared to G Pro Superlight, which is one of, it's basically one of the top selling gaming mice right now. But if you see the views on a newer brand of mice called the Lamzio Atlantis, you can see that, a lot of these top first page results are only like 5,000, 4,000, and you can see none of these have quite as much as the G Pro Superlight, or even something like the Razer Viper probably has a ton of reviews. So if I just look up Razer Viper, you'll probably see most of these have hundreds of thousands, if not over 1 million views. And then you can see for like the Lamzio Atlantis, it actually only had like 5,000, 4,000 views. And lots of these have over hundreds of thousands, if not, again, over 1 million views from the official site. So yeah, this will give you a sense of what the competition is like. And ideally, if you're a new brand, you want to go for things that are not as competitive if you want to see quick results. All right, so when it comes to content, the way that I used to create content for recording now is I would actually write this script here, and I would do a voiceover, and then I would record some B-roll, and I would actually make a full-blown YouTube video. And this was one of my most popular headphone reviews that received almost 500,000 views. And I also published that as a blog post, and you can see the blog post right here. And basically I go over all the things that I did in the video, but basically I formatted it into an easy to read blog post for the most part. And you can see I go over these categories like features, unboxing, build quality, comfort, sound, and the bottom line, the overall value. Now in 2023, I am going to create a different rating system that's going to be a little bit more modern, and I'm going to use a bit more numbers for each of these categories, and I'm going to create different categories for the new gear that I'm going to review. So in my new website, I plan to make the content much better, and at the end of the day, the content is something that when you start out, you're probably going to suck. It's just the way that it is for everybody. Everybody tries to be perfect on their first go, but honestly, you're gonna just have to start with one piece of content, and it's probably not gonna be good, to be honest, and you're just gonna have to keep working at it, and you will improve over time. For me, I was reinvesting not only into other equipment, but companies were coming to me and emailing me, and they were sending me free units to review. Some of that other money that I saved from having to buy products at that point, I could use towards filming equipment. I can upgrade, and I can also get like better tripods. I can get sliders for cooler B-roll and things like that. All right, so one thing I do want to show you guys is how to get affiliate links and how to get into affiliate programs. So you can see right here, this is actually an affiliate link. Anytime you see like a shortened Amazon, like amzn.to, it's usually an Amazon Associates affiliate link. And you can just search up Amazon Associates. It's the largest affiliate program, I believe. They have like almost 1 million affiliates on their platform, which is kind of low considering how huge Amazon is and how many people shop on Amazon. I would actually think they would have more affiliates. That said, you can sign up here for free, and they're going to ask you for your website. So if I just click sign up, there you are going to sign in with your Amazon account, and then they are going to ask you in this application for your website URL. That's why we created one. Now, an alternative to finding affiliate programs, some of the biggest affiliate programs in the world, there are really large affiliate networks out there, and I will probably make a video on this next that's going to be going over some of the most popular affiliate networks and the brands included within each one. That said, a much easier way to find what you are looking for is to literally just search on Google and just look up the name of the software or the product or the company that you want to be an affiliate for, and just literally look up affiliate program. And you can see with Canva, which is what I just showed you, they have an affiliate program right here. And you can usually find this on a lot of companies' websites. If you scroll to the bottom, you can actually usually find something that says affiliate. So you can see for community, it says affiliates program. I could have done that, but as you can see here, basically joining the affiliate program, they have all the information, probably have some idea of like how much money you earn for each sign up. And so you can click here, join now. It's probably going to have an application, or it's going to send me off to an affiliate network that they operate through. And as you can see, they operate through Impact, which is an affiliate network that I'm a part of. And there's tons and tons of brands, which I'll probably give you a bit of a closer look in another video. But you can see here, you will have to sign up through Impact. And you can see basically they give you like the terms and everything. For example, here you'll get paid 15 to 80% of the sale that you make, depending on what type of subscription or product that you sell. So you can see all the terms and conditions and everything over here. So you can scroll through that, you can accept, and then they'll have you sign up, and they're also going to have you do an application. And for something like Impact, you will create an account, and then you will also have to fill out an individual application just for Canva. But again, the best way to find affiliate programs is to know the product or the company that you want to work with, and then just literally type into Google affiliate after that, or referral, and you'll probably find information on that. So just want to give the 2 cents right there. A lot of people are probably wondering about where to get affiliate links. You just basically search them up. So many companies, hundreds of thousands, have affiliate programs out there. So just search it up, sign up, apply. And if you really want to have the highest chances of approval, you gotta have a legit website. And I recommend you have 2 to 3 blog posts already on the website. Some people say they're able to get into Amazon Associates with like literally having no content and just having like a URL. But honestly, if they go back and check and then they see that, it's not up to their standards, they can easily revoke your membership. And that's something we don't want to have happen, because that would be very sad. So, make sure you have something as legit as possible. You don't need affiliate links to create content. That's another thing that people are like, how do I create content if I don't have affiliate links? You can make content. You just don't have to get paid for it on day one. All right. You can make content without affiliate links. You can actually link to stuff without getting paid for it, by just using the full URL. But obviously everybody wants to be making money from day one. But in order to do that, you have to really prove your legitimacy first. So that is basically, in a nutshell, affiliate programs. I do have videos on what are the best affiliate programs and networks that I made in the past. I'm going to make a new one for 2023. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. Now, one of the first things I like to do with every brand new website as well is I like to connect Google Search Console. This is a completely free tool from Google, and it's going to give you your actual impressions and clicks from Google's search engine. So you're actually going to get the most accurate organic traffic data from Google itself. And this is something that is free. It's easy to use. All you have to do is add a simple record to your GoDaddy or whatever domain provider account you have, and then you can get your site connected. So to add your website, all you have to do is literally type in your domain, click continue. All right, so as you can see here, I followed the instructions. All I had to do is log into my domain account or add a TXT record to GoDaddy. And as you can see, qualityofplay.com is here. It doesn't have any traffic yet, and it's still setting up. But once we start to get impressions on Google Search Console, you will see them pop up here. So this is a really crucial tool for anyone who has a website and you want to see your organic traffic stats and the most accurate possible. So my plan for qualityofplay.com is going to be similar to Recording Now, but honestly, I want to do it better than ever. I want to have a new rating and review system that's going to be a little bit more critical. It's going to have a lot more tangible ratings, numbers, perhaps rating each category on a scale of 1 to 10, and then aggregating all of those scores together. That's just some of the ideas I have looking at some of the other review sites that are popular these days. And I also think that that approach is just easier and better for consumers who are researching to get a very like tangible idea of how a product sits and compares to other products and how good a product really is. And so those are just some ideas I have, but I'm really excited to get started. This project gives me an excuse to play more Valorant, a game which I've only just kind of started playing, but I've been having a lot of fun, and I really want to spend some more time ranking up, and I want to see what gear is able to help me on that journey. And at the end of the day, I know it is not the gear, but still these things are fun. Mechanical keyboards, gaming mice, computers, webcams, microphones, headphones. I definitely want to get back into headphones. It's one of the things that is a big part of my life, and honestly I really miss it because I feel I was able to help people make some pretty good purchase decisions back then based on the YouTube comments and the feedback I was receiving. But I want to keep that up, and I want to pursue this as a fun side project. So again, if you want to see me grow this website and see what potential it can reach throughout the course of this year, make sure to like the video and to leave a comment below letting me know if you're interested in seeing content like that. I can take you guys behind the scenes into what I am doing in order to grow this website. You can see some of the techniques, and I can basically just show you how an expert approaches building a brand new affiliate business and brand from the ground up. So I think it might be interesting content, but you guys let me know. So that basically wraps up this video. I tried to keep this one as short and to the point as possible to give as much value in a shorter form video. Again, if you want to see the full 6 hours of the free training, head to my website, odiproductions.com. All you have to do is click this get free course button, sign up. You'll get a link to sign up here and to view the content on Teachable. And again, I broke things down into the 5 phases, and you should be able to identify which phase you're in just by looking at the title, and it will tell you exactly the things that you need to focus on to get to the next phase. And I've gone through all these phases. I was able to have my first consistent $1,000 a day for 30 days straight in 2016, and I was able to keep that up long before I ever made my first YouTube video. So I've gone through all these phases, and also after having worked with thousands of students, I've just seen the same things over and over. I've seen a lot of patterns of what makes people successful and what makes people not so successful, the mistakes they're making. And there's actually this bonus module right here on mindset and productivity. And from my paid mentorship program, I have a module that is like 30 or 40 videos just on motivation, mindset, and productivity. And I get the feedback from my students that it is their favorite module of the whole mentorship. So there's a little bit of that in here, obviously not the 40 or so videos, but there's enough to really get you in the right mindset to win in 2023. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a long time to make and edit and put together. And it's currently midnight, but I knew I had to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope it was able to provide value. If you want to learn more, you can go to my website. I actually have a lot more content here, and I also have a link here to my podcast, Affiliate Marketing Millionaire. You can listen to this both on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. It is one of the top affiliate marketing podcasts in the world. You can listen to that if you prefer audio, and you can also learn more about some one-on-one mentorship. I'm going to have a link in the description. You can also just go here, click learn more, and you can learn how to get mentored by me one-on-one, read some of my student success stories, students who were able to make a full-time income, quit their jobs. So check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see this year. I really want to focus on sharing more with you guys, inspiring people. And I think by working on the side project, qualityofplay.com, it gives me an excuse to play more video games and perhaps buy some new gear, maybe get sent some free gear from some cool gaming companies. But I just want to bring you guys along for the ride. So let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Regardless, I'm going to be working on that as a fun weekly side project in my free time. I'm going to be recording all my thoughts because right now what I'm actually doing is I have a spreadsheet, and it has all of the stats for my AimLab scores and also for my performances in Valorant ranked games using each of these mice. And I'm just very curious if this makes a difference. And so far, the data is actually really fascinating, and I can't wait to share it. But if you enjoy this content, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you do not miss an upload. I'm going to try to make 1 to 2 uploads per week. So if you like this type of content, subscribe, it's free, and I'll see you in the next video.